Hello, this is Stephen in glorious Wiltshire, and I'm going to take my name off screen. Now, what I'm talking about today is up there. It's how to feature your mobile phone on camera. Now, whilst we're live. Now, one thing I could do is I could actually open my mobile phone, put it up to the screen, and you could see it. That's one way of doing it. It's perhaps not the best way because your hand's going to shake, and if you put it on the stand, you're going to be right. Okay, so we're looking at a different way of actually being able to share your screen with your mobile phone display. Now, this is not your camera. We're talking about what people can actually see on your mobile phone, and it's a way of actually demonstrating software to somebody, how to install software, how to use software. Any app on your phone can actually be shared whilst you're live. So our journey begins here, and here is Airdroid. Now, this is a great piece of software which I wish I'd designed myself, and it does enable you to do many things, but the one we are interested in today is mirroring and screen mirroring. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to my desktop, and on my desktop I've got Airdroid. I've downloaded it. This is a desktop version, and I've downloaded it, and I'm just going to log in, and I'm logged into the app, so I can just hide everything on my desktop and just show you the Airdroid app. And the bit that I'm interested in is there, and it's the ability to screen mirror. So I'm going to go to my mobile phone, and on my mobile phone I've downloaded the app, and I'm now going to start Airdroid on my phone. Okay, so Airdroid is starting on my phone, and in a moment you'll see that I can then go to my phone and I can mirror the screen, and it's done a scan of the screen, and my screen is going to be connected momentarily. There's my mobile, and I'm going to flick through and go to, you can see the apps along the bottom. I can go to BBC Sport, and this is the app in the UK which tells us what's going on in terms of cricket. I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's come back to me on screen, because now if I go back to the Android app, I can push that out as a separate application. So I've got a separate application, and I'm going to do a screen share now of that separate application, which is there, screen mirroring. Bring that in and open the phone, and there we have the sports story. So I've installed Airdroid on my desktop. I've installed Airdroid on my phone. Just let me take that off there for a moment. I've installed Airdroid on my phone, and my phone is now visible on the desktop. And if I scroll through the story, then you can see that as I'm scrolling, I'll show you, as I'm scrolling, then the story changes. Okay, so I'll bring that up on screen, and it's now showing next to me, and if I turn its size, it probably won't do anything, but I'm going to go through just to prove how easy this is. I'm going to go for another application, and this time I'm going to go for Facebook, and this is my Facebook. As you can see, we're going to go sideways, and there you have it, and I can put that full screen so you can still hear me, but there is my Facebook page, and I scroll down and go to my account. Then I can show you my account. Works at a live video hub, video producer at BeLive in 5, and that's the BeLive in 5 page that was going to come up. And my photographs, my most recent friends, and then we come on to the BeLive holiday video with everybody from the BeLive team. I'm going to go back. So what you're seeing is my mobile phone on screen. What I can do is I can go back to the beginning and I'll close all the apps. So we've got a fresh start, and then I'm going to go to pick an app, and in this particular case I can demonstrate to you any app that's on my desktop, but let's zoom down to the bottom and I can go and pick YouTube, and YouTube comes up. I'll turn it sideways. Okay, now you're not feeling, I'm just using the phone, and if I go for my account I can go for my channel and you can see the videos that are actually on my channel at the moment. The BeLive broadcasting tutorials, uploads, recent uploads, 5 days live, all the broadcasts that went out then, inspired in video, which I do with John, Anything Goes with Fons Chamberlain, and myself with Brigetti in conversation every Friday 11 AM Eastern, 4 PM in the UK, and then myself and Marco Tuesdays at the same time, and then Blubbing for Britain, the episodes from Blubbing for Britain on YouTube, and then you've got the popular uploads in order of number of views, and you can see Mr. Jeff Adams there several times. So that's sharing. I can share the YouTube channel, I can point it out to somebody. If I go back and I close all apps and go vertical again and take that off full screen so I'm by the side of it, that's how easy it is. And you can show and demonstrate any of the applications that are on your mobile phone. So shall we just go through that again quickly? Well, take that down off screen and bring up one I made earlier. This is from a lecture, earlier lecture, where we talked about doing the frames, and you can see today we're talking about telephones, mobile phones, and this is part of the BeLive broadcasting tutorials, and I'm your host. I just wanted to show that because I actually took the time to make it. So let's switch that off again so that you know where you are and I know where I am. We went to the Airdroid website, and from the Airdroid website we downloaded the desktop software, which we can see there. That's the desktop software. That's a complete suite. My phone again, make sure my phone is on. Yep. Then we downloaded the application on the phone. We started the phone, the application on the desktop. We started the application on the phone. The two were linked together, and once they're linked together I can show everything that's on my phone as a shared screen. On my desktop I can show it full screen. I can turn the phone sideways so that it fills the full screen, and that will happen in a second or two hopefully, or if not I can go and I can select an application. It is getting there slowly, and if we go and pick an application at random, one I've just updated is in actual fact this one. I'm scrolling down till I find it, and I'm going to find it in a moment, I do assure you. And okay, oh, well, you can't find things. Okay, this is the Ordnance Survey map, so I'm going to turn it sideways and it will start on screen, and I can show you a map of my local area. And this OS map, so I've just got it down, just playing with it, but you can actually tour the whole of the country in in great detail in actual fact. And I've got all the routes set up and everything, so I'm just playing with that at the moment. But the point here is that you can share any app from your desktop, and you can do it so easily using Airdroid. So download on your mobile, download on your desktop, and you've then got a situation where you can talk with the application next to you, you can talk about the application, you can take somebody through step by step operating any application on your phone. And if I go back to a previous application, close that, I can go back to my phone. There's my phone right way up, and I'll just finish on the sport. We'll check the cricket score once more, just to show that this was recorded live. And there we have it. The time of talking, just waiting for that to update. Time of talking, South Africa 72 for 4. It's the 27th of December, and it's the first test in South Africa. And I close my phone. That's what happens when you close your phone, okay, and you bring it back. And it's just so simple to actually operate. You can go from any app to any other app. So there you have it. Simple as. Aidroid is a paid app. It's dollars rather than hundreds of dollars. It means that you can share your screen on any broadcast, and you can share the contents of any application. Anything that runs on your phone will run in the BeLive Studio too, and thank you to BeLive for creating such an awesome system. So if you have any questions about how to do this, then please let me know. I'll endeavour to answer them, and if I don't have the answers, I know somebody who does. I wish you every success using a mobile phone as part of your broadcasts. I do it occasionally on Blubbing for Britain, where we want to show the latest news stories from the BBC, and we can do that very easily using a mobile phone. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next lecture.